family. We are family. Come on over to the source and see. We are family. I got all my supporters with me. We are family. Forever the source, that's unity.
Aloha, aloha, aloha. What's up, family? Welcome to Five Questions with the Source with special guest Slim Jim Longfoot.
What's happening? What's happening, y'all? What's happening? Source, we in the building, man. We in the building. Aloha. You know what I'm saying? From the ATL to Maui, you know what I'm saying? We in this thing, man. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? How y'all doing? Y'all doing good
How
on
y'all
this?
doing, everybody? You getting
Hey,
the you getting the whole Slim Jim flavor over here at the Source today. Let's go. But Slim Jim, he's also streaming from his channel. Y'all can watch wherever you want, however you want to do it. Let's go, everybody. What if we had a boxing match on a live stream? All right, let's see. I know, mind blown. Let's see who's all in here. I see Fairbrick Studio, first one in. Lala, High Vibe, Coach Nutrition, Candy K all day. And then let's see here. I see Mark Crow in the building. Deborah L. Maui, let's go. And Jaden Suh, welcome in. New Horizons Above and Beyond is in the house. Let's go. Oh, from your side, you got the Nerd Strip Club. Welcome, welcome. Said, yo. Awesome. All right. So, ACEFLA1, welcome in. All right, everybody. So, yeah, today, Five Questions with the Source, special guest Slim Jim Longfoot. We have, Tuber Chat. What's up, Tuber Chat? Welcome
yeah,
in.
what's happening, KLK?
Kevin in the building, coming in from Canada. Word up. Let's go. Share us out on Reddit. He always does that. I don't even have to
Yep.
ask. All right, let's
K
go.
all day.
So awesome.
K all day.
So yeah, what we're doing today. Jel Beam is in the house. Welcome in. So we've got an interview planned for y'all today. What we do, the format is we will first we start out with a word. First we actually tour his channel. First, we actually showcase his channel, some pictures of Slim Jim Longfoot. Get in the nitty gritty of the channel and find all that the hidden gems everywhere. And we will share his bio of his channel. Way to grow, says Lala. Welcome in, Lala. Let's go. And then from there, we do a word association game, a fun get to know him game. And then after that, we do the interview. So a lot more than five questions. We'll get to know Slim Jim about himself and about his channel. And we'll learn some things about how to YouTube because this guy's been doing it. 8 million views. This brother has 8 million views. Let's go. Dude is a rock star. One of his shorts has 7 million views on one of his shorts. Like, there's just a lot of areas that we need to learn from this guy right here. And his creativity and spirituality and the health side, he just covers everything. And then after the interview format, we'll go into a rapid fire. We'll get to know him a little bit better with the fun, quick questions, and then we do the questions and comments from the audience. We have like a panel. Some of y'all come up on stage, and we grill him. You know, we bless him up and we grill him at the same time. No, but we'll cook you up something good, so it'll be nice. It'll be good. All right. So let's see here. New Horizons. So we'll be doing more stuff here in the future now that we have the car back. Okay, cool. LGGG Love in the building. Welcome in. Goat Nation, says Lala. We're going to have to learn about this Goat Nation. Desert Living Nina is in the house. All right. Very cool. All right. So let's jump right into it. Let's bring up on the screen here. First of all, let's look at the guy. This is like your logo, kind of like your go-to picture. Yeah.
That'd be me.
Yep. That's
You
you,
know,
man.
with a little bit of animated up under the skin, just
That's you.
a real cartoon character.
I like it. I like it a lot. We got to see more of that cartoon on your channel. Like you can do fun, a whole series with the cartoon of yourself in the ATL or in the world, like living. Let's see here. Some more pictures here. This guy.
Hey, touch your mic.
Hey, this
Beer
guy.
game was on strong that day. The beer game was just the beer game was on strong that day, man.
You shaved it off like I did one time. I saw
No,
that.
man, actually, it's just stunning. Like my beard is weird. Like 1 minute it'll be grown and all long, and the next minute it's just daggone just sharing, just
It's
on down. Like
it's no shave November though, so we're on the right. We're on the right track with the no shave
what we
November.
trying to be, what we trying to be at. That was a good one. Just like, mm.
This guy's so serious. He's a serious guy all the time. Look at him.
what we were looking at.
What are we looking at? What's up there?
There's
Oh yeah.
something going on up there.
So let's see here. This is your channel, 7,280 subscribers, going on 5,000 videos. Let's
Woo,
see.
Jesus.
I got your bio here. Just an artist from the ATL with a couple of things to say about this weird thing called life. I have an art video series, Goat 1408 TV, a daily vlog series, Diabetes and I, which he's done almost 2,100 straight days of live streaming on there. So, how-to videos, product reviews, live streams, and much more. And then, yeah, 8 million views. That's when the channel was created. Let's see here. Let's do a little bit of a tour first, and then we'll get into it. So over here we've got your that's your live tab, live streams. I click on the popular tab so y'all can see 108,000 views.
Yeah, that
How
was
did that? What's that? How did you do that?
well. I honestly don't know. I didn't think that it was going to. I didn't think it was going to blow up like that. Like I was doing a loop video that I did when I was at a party
Oh,
earlier this year, and so I put it on Restream. If y'all haven't heard of Restream, Restream is an
yeah,
awesome app. Where you can pull up your videos and you can do like as far as like if you're trying to do like a marathon of videos or whatnot, you can loop your video. And so I just so happened to loop that video, and I was like, okay, I'm loop it as a live, loop it as a live stream, and it ended up hitting 108K views. And the only reason that I titled it "Might Delete Later" was because the
right,
music ended up getting copyrighted. So I was
right,
like, I was like, yeah. Do I want to keep? But then I was like, it got 108. It capped
right,
out at 108,000 views. So
right.
I was like, I guess I just keep it. But that's why I renamed it "Might Delete Later" since the music in it was copywriting. I was like, dang.
Right.
Like, so I was
Well,
like, yeah, I'll keep it.
that might delete later works though too. I saw Dodash did that one time. Might delete later, and everybody watches it right away.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I see a bunch of people came in here. So Dolores01 from your side, welcome in. Uh,
Hey.
and then I also see Allison Mapp came in from your side, and
Hey.
relax. Relax with Melissa come through. We got Around the Table and World. We got Kyle Vlogs in the house. Actually, the chat's moving so fast. I probably missed some of y'all. Gen X Effect, Pawpaw's in the house. Welcome in. You comment again, I'll shout you out. That's how it works around here. There he is. He says, hooty hoo, brother. Yeah, 8 million views the brother has on his channel. That's amazing. Okay, so let's keep this thing flowing. I got a little more of a tour to do around his channel here. So over here, we've got the podcast. So we got some podcasts going on there. Over here, we got the video tab. So 28,000 views on that top one there, 21,000, 15,000, 14,000. I mean, it's amazing just to look at your channel. And you filled out, all these tabs got filled out real nice. Shorts tab, 7 million views on that first one. What
That
is that? What is that?
that was wild. Like, yo, that one right there, like, it's a funny thing about that one because as you can see, it's up there twice.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
that video was actually a video that I found on Instagram,
Mm.
and I had been looking at it for for the better part about a year, and I had made a comment on that video, and my comment on that video had over, I think, close to 30,000 likes on the
Oh,
comment. And so,
that's-
something just said, you know what? let me post this video on my YouTube channel with the comment that I left. I
Yeah.
was like, I left the comment on this video, and it said, get your wife, bro. That's basically what I said. Go to comment, like,
Right.
because the woman, she was snoring, and the baby, her child, was looking at her like, yo. And then I said, on the comment, like, he's looking like, get your wife, bro. And so I put that on the video. And the first time I posted it, it had, if I'm not mistaken, it had almost nearly 40,000 views on it. And that was
Wow.
back in January when I first posted it. And so I was, at that time in the early part of this year, I was, trying to figure out better ways to maximize the views of, any videos that I post up on the channel, because this year in 2025, I wanted to really excel on my channel, because I had been monetized before and got demonetized back in 2021. And so I was on my way to getting my hours back, what I'm saying. And I said that my goal this year in 2025, which is the 20th year anniversary of YouTube, y'all, for those who probably didn't know or forgot, I was like, yeah, I'm going to maximize the effort of my channel this year by, making sure that I got remonetized this year, and B, that I was going to, put myself out there in the different levels like I used to, because, I had basically, just chipped out back on my channel over the past couple of years after I had got demonetized, other
Yeah.
than doing my daily vlogs and my art video series GOAT 1408 TV. And so this year I was like, I'm going to start doing a lot more on my channel, like I was doing early on during the time where I would first went for monetization, first was monetized on the channel. And so I was like, okay, I'm figuring this out. And so I came across a video, and they were saying, take one of your lowest viewed videos and repost it again and see if it gets, what I'm saying, better views, like, work on your title, your tags, and this, that, and the third, those things that, as far as like how to maximize the effort on your channel, how to, work on your SEO of your videos, this, that, and the third. And so I was like, okay, he said for your lowest video. I was like, let me try on my highest video at the time, which of course I had already had this. And so I was like, let me repost it again. And I ended up reposting again back in April. And boom, that's where it capped out at. It blew on up. It blew on up.
Don't
And I
tell
was
me.
like,
Don't
wow.
tell me.
Like, I was like, geez. Yeah, I was like, okay. And
Yeah,
so
that's awesome. It's awesome. We got some shout outs here. Let's see who else came in. We've got Monique Poe in the building. Carmen Watson Sunflower, her 16th birthday, everybody.
happy birthday,
Happy
Sheila!
birthday, Sunflower. Let's
Yeah.
go. Wow. Let's go.
Yeah, happy
Awesome.
birthday. And happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday.
Baby K, my little niece, Johnny Quest Gaming, who is my bro and fellow content creator. His daughter, Baby K's birthday is today as well. Happy birthday, Baby K.
That one, that one. All right, let's go. Welcome in La La Languages. All her channels are coming up in here now. Let's see.
Hey,
Welcome in
oh,
Lucy. Welcome in Lucy Warren's World. Welcome in Estrella Garcia. Let's see if anybody else just popped in. All right. Oh, Junaid Manzor from your side. Junaid, welcome in. All right, cool. So let's keep, that's the Junaid one. Yeah, let's keep touring through. Let's get through the tour. So over here, we've got your playlists, the 5-level greatness. We're going to talk about that for sure. We got to talk about Goat Nation. We're going to talk about your health journey. We talk about you growing up and you now and your channel and all the things. Oh, this is your post tab. You're always promoting fellow content creators. So a couple of them up there. There's Lala right there. And then your store, you got a really nice store. Everybody check that out. Lots of great items in there. Okay, so that's a little tour for y'all. All right, so let's see who is keep up on this chat here while it's moving. It's moving. Other side of 50s here. Welcome in, other side
hey.
50s. Also, Steve 2005. I can't see the channel name, but Steve 2005 I9Y is in the building. Welcome in. Thanks for your support. Poetic Tears, Sandra's in the house. Okay, cool. Welcome in, Sandra. How are you? All right, let's do this. So next, we're gonna go into the word association game. The quick words. That the things that I've noticed from studying Slim Jim. So it could be a quick icebreaker here. So let's get that flowing. I always start out. Most of the time, I start out with the first word, which is YouTube. So how this works is you can answer like quick answers, like one word, short answers, or you have a story and you tell, go ahead and into story and expand upon it. But then this is a short, quick game, and then we get into the deeper interview questions and such. So also welcome in Cranky Frankie and First Lady 01. Welcome into the live stream. All right. So first one is YouTube.
YouTube. Well, YouTube has definitely been a journey. That's my quick answer on
Right.
that. It's been a
Yes.
journey for real.
I'm telling you. Well, and then there's 8 million views on your channel. What do you got to say about that?
Man, 8 million views. First and foremost, I am still ecstatic about the fact that 8 million people have viewed my channel. You know what I'm saying? Like not just 8 million people. It's been viewed 8 million times. I should say it's been viewed 8 million times. There might be one person out there that checked out something a million times. You know what I'm saying? Like it's 8 million views on your videos. That's mind blowing. And you know what I'm saying? You can't even fathom like what did you do and how to like replay that process, repeat that process, because everything is always a process. Like it can be a video where you spend like a week on and it doesn't get nothing, and then it'd be a video where you just like spend a minute on, and next thing you know, it just changes everything. Like, huh?
I know. Yep. Right. What about Atlanta, the ATL?
That's the home. ATL, born Decatur, raised. Yeah, that's love it. It's the city to love, and it's the city to be bewildered upon, because a lot of people say Atlanta isn't a real place, and I guess it isn't. You feel me? Like it depends on where you are in Atlanta, though. There's different levels to Atlanta. Especially from us natives to the transplants, who, depending on how long you've been here, what it's been 5 years to a decade to 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? It's an Olympic city. We hosted the Centennial Olympics almost 30 years ago. And it's a city that rose from the ground. That's why our city bird is the phoenix, because this whole city was burnt up back in 1864.
Wow.
And rose from the ashes, and here we are.
Wow. Yeah, no, I get good vibes just from like you and Kendi K, and not Kendi K, sorry, I mixed up. Kiss from Jay. You and Kiss from Jay at ATL. I don't know who else. You got other content creators in the ATL?
Lala's
in the ATL.
Our coaches in the ATL.
Oh man, I got great vibes.
The Laura 01. She's
I
in
see.
the ATL as well.
She just said East Side. Yep.
Yeah.
Look at that. Monique Poe says ATL now. I don't know if she's talking about y'all, not herself, but Monique Poe said ATL in the house. Desert Living. Let's see here. Rudy Iraheta's in the building, coming in from Texas. Welcome in. Papa, I see you. Papa's over on your side now. Awesome. Let's go. Next word here, because we're going to be talking about those 5 levels. So greatness.
That part, the 5 levels of greatness. Like it I want to say that it's a complex concept, but it's not really complex. It's just all about greatness and what it is that you want to manifest in your life. And once you have come across the realization and the power of manifesting, remember, I want y'all to remember this one thing: you can manifest bad stuff or you can manifest good stuff. But me, I choose to manifest greatness, which is beyond good and beyond bad. Greatness on the spiritual level, greatness on the emotional level, greatness on the mental level, the physical level, and the financial level. Those right there are the 5 levels of greatness that I choose to focus on and manifest in my life and maintain them. And then after you done maintain them, you can motivate others to manifest those 5 levels of greatness.
Yep. Yes, absolutely. Oh, did you mention what the 5 levels are? You want to drop that?
Yep. The 5 levels are the spiritual, the emotional, the mental, the physical, and the financial. Those are the levels of greatness that you need to manifest and maintain in your life, and and stay on top of, because all those 5 particular levels, sets the cornerstone. I mean, most of us, got 4 fingers and a thumb, which equals up to 5. And so it's is part of the whole situation. It's part of the whole situation. It's part of our physical map. It's part of our spiritual map. You know, emotional, mental, financial, and so you focus on those 5 levels.
Yeah,
That's it. That's it.
I agree. I agree. When's your course then? What do you, you know, how much does it cost?
Well, I mean, it's actually free for y'all because
Oh,
my,
snap.
my playlist, the 5 levels of greatness. All you got to do is watch them. But if we want to elaborate more, you know, y'all
Right.
just got to let me know if you want me to elaborate more, and then
Sure.
you know what I'm saying, I can put something together. And then you know, I mean, if I, you know, if it comes up to a course, a course, a horse, a course, a course,
Right.
we
That's right.
make it happen from the source.
Yeah.
See, y'all heard it first from the source, and
Right.
that might be a course.
Dude, look who just popped in. The one and only Bigfoot is in the building, everybody. Look, it's our triplet. We all looking alike now with our, we just got a lot of
Beard game, beard game.
beard game. Let's go. Bigfoot is in the building, everybody. He said, what a great message. So even Bigfoot's approved this message right here. Lala says, manifest greatness. Yes. And she said, let's grow. It's Grovember, right? That's y'all.
November, baby. We growing. We growing.
That's right. That would be a great course, other side of 50. See, sometimes I just do that to people on the live on the show. I'm just like, all right, when's your course coming out? We'll talk about the financial. Let's go.
That part. That part. Let's
I know,
get it.
right? I got to build my own course. So, yep.
The
All
source
right.
course.
The source,
It's
the
the
course.
source course.
Source course. I love
That
it. I
part.
love it. Oh, shoot. Bigfoot said he's way more handsome. He's right. He's right. He's right. Give it to Bigfoot. All right. Sports night with Jorge is in the building. Welcome in. Yeah. Lala says this guy is a genius. You are. That's you. Yep. All the way. All right. Continuing on. So the next word in a word association game is art. 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 Art.
Art is life.
Mm.
Art is life. That's as simple as I can make it right there. Art is life. You know, me being an artist, you know what I'm saying, it's a part of my core, it's a part of my, you know what I'm saying, it's been a part of me just about all my life, you know what I'm saying. My dad, he's an artist. My mom, she was crafty, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace to her. And me, I've been artistic and, you know, into art since I was a kid, you know, reading comic books growing up, you know, watching cartoons, you know, 80s kid, 80s baby, and just enjoying, you know, the arts period, you know what I'm saying, the art of it all, you know, being able to create something, being able to write something, you know. I mean, you know, art is life. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no other way to say it. Art is life. And I just realized that art is life. That's nine letters right there. Those 3 words, 9 letters. And today happens to be the 333rd day of the year. So 3 words.
Oh, let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does 333 mean, y'all? What do you know? Tell us about that.
You have to look up that angel number, but you know, like, but you
Yeah,
know, three,
it's good.
you know, it's the Trinity, and then you got 3 3s, that's 9. So
Yep.
you know, so you
Yep.
have, you know, the angel number 333, and then you have the number 9. The number 9 means completion. So
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? Here we are, you know what I'm saying, on day 333, you know,
I love it.
completing, you know,
Powerful.
this journey together, you know what I'm saying?
So
And of
powerful.
course creating another journey. You feel me? Rise right
Mhm.
up to each other. Let's grow together. That part, poetic tears, that
That's
part,
right.
you feel me?
I know we got some spiritual people up in here, so we all know about the 333. Let's go, everybody. Yes, Lala knows for sure. I know Poetic knows. Let's go. Of course, Deb knows over there. All right, so let's keep this thing flowing. Welcome in Real Outdoor Living. Real Outdoor Living in the building. Uh, Next word on the list is Goat Nation. Oh, Cruz Bolero. Welcome in, Cruz Bolero. All right, Goat Nation.
Goat Nation, Goat Nation. We are a nation of goats because we are all great. You know what I'm saying? You know, you go, you know, that's the acronym for, you know, greatest of all time. We are all greats, man. We are all great. So, you know, that is what I call my people who are connected to me on whatever social media it is, whether you're my subscriber here on YouTube, my follower on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, it's TikTok, whatever it is. We are the GOAT Nation. That's what we are. You're not my subscriber. You're not my follower. You are a citizen of the GOAT Nation, and we are manifestors of greatness. You know what I'm saying? That's what we own. We are here to do great things. We are here to do great things. We are a nation of goats.
Love it. Love it. I approve this message. I'm all in. Let's go. Let's go. Oh yeah, yeah. Today, by the way, everybody, with our support spin wheel, today's day is Chris with two S's day. She's awesome. The Puppy Diggers crew, Chris Late Night, all that good stuff. She's awesome. So everybody support Chris with two S's today, all
Check
day.
her out.
Yeah, check her out. Check her out. And then also our next guest on Five Questions. Let's get that announced too on the bottom of the screen there. Next Saturday is Ellen Smile Day. Ellen Smile is our special guest on Five Questions next Saturday. And then we'll be booking out for December. So y'all can email me through my channel description at the bottom. My email is written out there. If you'd like to be on Five Questions with the Source. Let's go. And then, of course, as y'all know, our support spin wheel is tomorrow. Every Sunday, we've got support spin wheel. All right. I know Ellen Smile wasn't even doing live streams until recently. Now she's coming up on Five Questions with the Source. Let's go. Let's go. That's what on that part. All right. I'm learning so much lingo from y'all. What about clock it? How do you do the clock it symbol? Like
they it was with the middle finger and the thumb. And see, I learned that from Pat O'Bear, your middle finger.
Oh, middle finger.
Yeah, middle finger, yeah.
Oh, middle.
Yeah.
Clock
it. Yeah, your middle finger. Or is it the ring finger? Which one is it, y'all?
I don't even know.
I want to make sure I got it right too. I saw Patty LaBelle do it with the middle finger. So
yeah.
Shout out to Patty LaBelle. So
shout out. I see Crystal's World doing that all the time. Let's see here. Welcome in. Mr. Block is in the building. Welcome. And then NSK is here. Welcome. All right, let's keep this thing rolling. So next word on the list. So let's talk about health a little bit, because you've got Diabetes and I as your 2,100 day. Pretty soon, 2,100 straight days of live streaming you've been doing. So that's like
not live streaming, but daily vlogs. They are
daily vlogs.
Yeah, they are
daily vlogs. The pre-recorded ones, because you also do the live streaming as well. So
yep.
Okay. So 2,100, you're about to come up on the 2,100 straight day. This is like 7 years, almost 6 to 7 years of every day. Yeah, something like that. So the topic is diabetes and I. So what do you got to say about diabetes?
Well, what I got to say about diabetes is I don't recommend it. I don't recommend diabetes, y'all, especially if you like to, eat junk food. You know what I'm saying? It will literally kill you. It will literally kill you. Sorry to say it like that, but it's the truth, though. And that is a hard truth that we got to understand when it comes to these foods that we love to eat. And Lala, the high five coach, I wish I had known Lala, the high five coach, like 5-6 years ago. But you know what, though? Everything happens for a reason, y'all. Everything happens for a reason. And so this is something that I've never had to experience before in my life concerning my health. I've been a healthy person for the most part all my life, and then this thing occurred out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? At least to me, it occurred out of the blue. It was something that I didn't know that was building up, because when I found out that I had type 2 diabetes, you know what I'm saying, my sugar was through the roof. I could have died that day if I didn't go to the hospital. When I did, I would have stroked up out of here. And being that it was in February, the way I was feeling, I thought I was coming down with like a flu or something like that. I thought I was, coming down with a cold, like I was low energy. I was feeling like really dehydrated, drained, all these little things that, that I didn't associate with diabetes, because to be honest, I didn't know anything about diabetes other than, Winfred Brinley, who used to be on the commercial back in the day, with his big mustache, and I got diabetes, that's diabetes. And I just knew it as the, the thing that, people couldn't, handle their sugar. That's how I looked at it. Like, oh, that's the thing, people can't handle their sugar or something like that. My knowledge of diabetes was very limited, and I didn't have anyone around me that had ever went through diabetes, because my dad doesn't have diabetes. My mom didn't have diabetes. So this was a foreign concept to me. And so once it occurred, once that day happened, February 27th, 2020, and I was in the hospital, and they told me I got type 2 diabetes. For those that don't know, as far as like the differences, type 1 is something that you usually get as a kid. Like when you see kids with diabetes, that's type 1 diabetes, and that's even more so painful because when you think about it, you're a kid. Just imagine being a kid and you can't eat, those sweets and all the stuff that we grew up eating. Like, I mean, it's a wonder all of us didn't have diabetes as a kid, because I know I was there going snacking as a kid, like snacking. But I was also balanced though, because my parents, gave me good foods to eat. They cooked good foods to eat. It was when I became an adult. And when you start eating your own stuff that you buy, and you go away from those balanced foods and the fruits and vegetables, the produce, and you just probably just snacking on cookies all day, or just snacking on like some power food to get you through the day, saying like, you like what you eat for lunch, some Oreos, the power on the day, your work shift or something like that, and then go home, and that's pretty much nothing. You don't eat nothing else or whatever. And so you're steadily putting all of this stuff in your body, and it builds up till next thing you know, that's all you got inside of you. You just got a whole bunch of junk inside of you. And so it was a wake-up call to get my health in order. And so once I got home from the hospital, March the 3rd, 2020, I was like, okay, this is something I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. But how am I going to keep myself on track? I was thinking to myself, I got my channel here, my YouTube channel, which had videos on at the time. But I was like, I want to tell people about, what's going on with me, this new reality of mine. And so day one happened, March 4th, 2020. I started doing a video day by day by day. And here we are on today, day 2097. 2097 is the day. So
wow. Amazing. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy to me. I'll have to go back and check out day of your journey, day 10 or something, because the pandemic started around so you must have been like reporting all of that. Like,
oh yeah. Wow. I'm right in the thick of it. And I said at that time, I was like, this tracks, I almost died and the world goes into a pandemic. Like, okay.
Pandemic. Like, what the heck? Unreal.
Okay, this tracks.
Unreal. Welcome in. Rising Phoenix is here. Rising Phoenix, and then Yoli Motivates. Welcome in, Yoli Motivate from your side. I know Rising Phoenix in the building. It's a who's who. I like to look at the chat sometimes, and I just think about, oh, you were a guest. You were a guest on 5 questions. You were a guest on 5 questions. It's fun. I love it. Let's go.
They'll send the alumni 5 questionnaires.
We're gonna have to. We'll do more fun things as a community, of the 5 questions alumnus or whatnot. Yeah. Let's go. All right. And then if you haven't been on 5 questions, we've got some dates opening for December. Yep. Let's go. So all right, 5. Let's go.
5 on it.
I got 5 on it. All right. Let's get into the interview a little bit. Let's get into some getting to know you, how Slim Jim was growing up, and then into your adult years now, and then your life, and your work experience, your just life, and then now YouTube channel. So who are you? I guess start out with who are you? Tell us about yourself and your background a little bit.
Well, me, I'm just I want to say a normal dude, but it all depends on what you want to call normal. Like I say, I was born in the ATL, Atlanta, Georgia, raised in Decatur, which is the east side of Atlanta, Metro Atlanta area. Got one sister, that's my big sis, Latanya Porter. If anybody's seen her in these YouTube streets, she is a most major supporter, most definitely a big supporter of everything Goat Nation. I got my niece, I got 2 nieces, my step niece, Jessica, my niece, Paris, my sister's daughter. She's was born when I was 8. Shout outs to P, who survived a gunshot to the head back in 2022. And she's still here. Her birthday was last October. This past October, just turned 36. Shout outs to Pusha P. Shout outs to her 3 kids, Dexter, Drew, and Dallas. Dexter, he's a senior in high school this year. Hey, that part. I was a typical 80s kid, loved watching all the cartoons growing up, you know, from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Thundercats,
Yep.
the Ninja Turtles when that came on in the late 80s, you know what I'm saying? All the other stuff, Silverhawks, you know, all the minuscule shows of back then, you know, even the live action comedy shows, you know, like Alf and Perfect Strangers, Family Matters, Punky Brewster, all of those cool shows growing up. And so when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying, like you know, as all kids I think do, you know, I was drawing, doodling, and you know, as my dad says, you know, like he had drew a stick figure for me and I put clothes on it, you know what I'm saying? That's just how, as far as my art was advanced, as far as my mind thinking, oh, like, you know, like put clothes on a stick figure, you know, like not just have him just being a little naked stick figure or whatnot. Let me put some clothes on him. And so that began my creativity as far as drawing all the stuff, drawing different things. You know, of course, I started off from drawing, you know, other characters, and then I started creating my own characters at the age of 7, and started creating my own universes and, you know, their own stories. And, you know, that's where, you know, it grew on into, you know, kidhood, you know, like preteen years and then teenage years, and then on to graduated from high school. I went to college for a few years, the Atlanta College of Arts, which no longer exists, you know, but they was around for almost 100 freaking years though. They was around for a good little minute. In my elementary days, you know, that's when I met my bro, Johnny Quest Gaming, who also has a channel as well. He's the co-founder of our studios here, UGI Studios, based down here in Atlanta. We're both creators of comic books and characters and such. And you know, we grew up, you know, having crossovers with our universes, our characters, in our homemade comic books that we made, you know, back in the day, and you know, also scripting these other adventures, these other universal adventures that we had with our characters over the years. And so into adulthood, you know, still shingle man, no experiments at the moment, you know what I'm saying? So one of these days Mrs. Longfoot gonna have to show herself that speaking of Longfoot, that name I created back in 2001, for those who are fans of the legendary hip-hop group Outkast, which was just inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame a few weeks ago, last month. Slim Jim Longfoot is a name that I took as far as like my ATA name, you know, based off of, you know, their nicknames, Big Boy and Andre, their nicknames that they had over the years. Like one of Big Boy's nicknames was Sir Lucius Leftfoot. And so I created the name Slim Jim Longfoot as my pseudonym, as my ATA pseudonym. And I've used that name for books that I've written. I've written urban books that are available on Amazon, which are of the erotic nature. So if you like some of those type of books there, you know what I'm saying, that you know, like erotic thrillers and whatnot like that. Right. And so the name Slim Jim Longfoot is an ode to the ATL, is an ode to my city and the creativity, you know, saying from hip hop to music and art and, you know, all the things in between that just makes us, you know, what we are, you know.
Awesome. Beautiful. Thank you for that. I want to welcome in Brooklyn Beauty TV from your side.
BBTV.
And then Dust and Decisions. Jordan, our brothers in the house. Welcome. Awesome. Mrs. Longfoot, says Lala. Yep. Ah.
Yeah, boy.
Wow. Imagine. She wouldn't be the same as you, though. She would balance you. So, you know.
Exactly. That's what you need. That's what you need. You need
exactly.
Balance. You need balance in your life. Just like with the foods, you know. You know, if you ain't got balance, then guess what? You're gonna crash. You're gonna crash.
Right. Okay, so let's see here. How about like a little bit more? Let's see. There was little Slim Jim on the streets of Atlanta growing up. Did you get into trouble? Were you a good kid? What was? Give us a little bit of a story.
Yeah. Little Slim Jim Longfoot was in the house.
Okay.
Little Slim Jim Longfoot was in the home watching TV and looking at comic books, reading comic books and watching movies. That's what little Slim Jim Longfoot did. the streets was outside
Kept
and I
you
was
out of trouble.
inside.
Kept you out of trouble.
You know,
That's good.
I was, and still to this day. Of course, back then I didn't know what the word was for it, but
Right.
once I found that out, I was like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm an introvert, and so
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
that's me wholeheartedly. Like
Yep.
the streets. I look at the streets when I go outside and go to work, and then when I come back home, and that's it. But
Right.
as a kid, that was definitely in the house. Like nobody had to go looking for me. Like where he at? Like oh, he in his room. That's where
There
he
you
at.
go.
He
There
in
you
his
go.
room watching TV or watching movies or drawing or reading comic books or reading other type of books. You know, reading
Yep.
the little novels like Roald Dahl, James and
Oh,
the Giant Peach, and
me
the
too.
Wicked Boy, and such. Matilda,
Yep.
so that's what I was doing growing up,
Okay.
and like you had like most of my friends, like it's a funny thing because most of my friends like they would be outside or whatever, but then and like they didn't even live in the same neighborhood as me as far as like that go, because most of my friends I went to school with didn't live nowhere near me. They were in other neighborhoods and whatnot.
Right.
And so we would talk on the phone, but then they couldn't talk on the phone when we were kids because they had curfews and stuff. They had to
Right.
get off the phone, and I didn't
Yeah.
have no curfew. I didn't even have no bedtime growing up because
Oh,
like my parents already knew who I was. Like when it was time for me to go to bed, I go to sleep, and then I get up right on time and go
I
on to
got it.
school, and that's
That's
what
good.
it was. Like they didn't have to worry about me.
That's good. That's good.
It's
So
true.
you mentioned work a little bit. You say you go to work, come back home. So, what has it been like the work adult life from growing up all the way up till now? Like what type of
Well,
what do you want to
well,
share?
the work life. Yeah, I mean, it's been fun because
Yeah.
like first and foremost, I feel the word work is as far as like it's defined on how you define it. And
Right.
if you love your job, then it's not really work. And
True.
so that's because everybody think that work is something that has to be hard and has to be something that you hate and you gotta do it, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way you're gonna make money and this, that, and the third. So you
Anything in
know
art? Anything in art or no? You haven't.
definitely some
Yeah.
things in art, in
Cool.
terms of commission work,
Yeah.
doing
Cool.
commission work, I'm working on other people's projects because
Nice.
I'm not a legend or anything like that when it comes to the indie scene, like
Right.
because a lot of people, they aspire to work for, Marvel and DC Comics, which everybody
Right.
knows those brands by now. Those are
Yep.
the corporate, known brands, with the legendary characters of the comic book genre. But there is an independent comic books, such as
Right.
those under the umbrella of Image Comics, which some of y'all may know of Image Comic Books if you ever heard of Spawn before. Characters like that, they're from Image Comics. The Walking Dead, most of y'all may know that series that started out as a comic book, and that's from Image Comic Books as well, an independent comic book. And so you have a lot of independent comic book creators out there, which I happen to be one
Nice.
because I have my own imprint and create my own books. I'm the creator of a series called Jelly Bean Dream, which is about a woman who goes to different worlds and galaxies via her dreams. And and with that being said, when it comes
Oh,
to the different work that you do, what
that.
I'm saying, the different work that you do, from commissioning somebody else's piece or just your regular 9 to 5, something
Right.
that you enjoy, that's pretty much what the adult life has been like as far as that go. And it definitely am manifesting more to happen, more to come, especially with me having been on YouTube. Like I've known of YouTube since 2005, and I've been on it on a consistent basis since 2018 when I started my art video series here at GOAT 1408 TV, where I draw something of someone every episode, and
Yeah.
that
That's
has
cool.
been a joy to do as well, showcasing,
Those are really
whatever creativity I have, in terms of drawing something, whether it's a real person or, a fictional character, whether it's a known fictional character like Spider-Man, or the such, or something that is unknown,
right.
something nobody has seen before or whatnot.
Do you sell your pieces? I think
Yeah, sell my
LGG
pieces.
was
I
that.
do have. Well, I definitely sell my comic books, and I have some other pieces that I plan on selling. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be creating the GOAT 1408 TV adult coloring book soon, which
Nice.
will have pieces from the art video series GOAT 1408 TV
Wow.
in black and white. So you can buy the book and color it. You can color the
Who are
pieces.
some of those? So I was visiting today at your channel and I was watching. It was Pretty Heart Conqueror was the feature I saw you do, and it was really cool. Like this Goat TV, like how he features the content creator. Pretty Heart Conqueror was the one I watched, and how he's doing live art on the screen, and then he created music that was personalized to Pretty Heart Conqueror because he's gotten to know her a lot, and the music was really fire and the community was in the chat and they were appreciating at the same time. So it was a real Goat TV freaking cool experience. So who else have you featured on that? A couple names maybe you can.
Let's see, of the alumni that we've that y'all have come across. First and foremost, Lala the High Vibe Coach. She was on
Yeah.
episode 220. Pretty
Queens
Hard the Conqueror, as you mentioned, she was on episode 223, along
cool.
with other content creators. Quarters with Porter was on episode 224. Shy Sarai is the most recent that was done on episode 225 of GOAT 1408 TV. Elevate with Vern, who is another content creator here on YouTube. She was done on episode 175.
Nice. Awesome.
Let's see. Nia Mackey, she was done as well. Queen's Alchemy was done on episode 222. Bipolar Bella, a personal friend of mine who's also a up and coming content creator, was done on 221. Let's see, who else was done?
Have you created a playlist of that or a podcast of that? You do have. Okay,
yes, a playlist. Yep, it's on.
I saw the playlist.
If you go to the homepage, you see the playlist. 225 episodes of GOAT.
Wow, 225. That's amazing.
And, we do the premiere of it. We do the premiere of it so that way the live chat can be involved in it and be able to see, it in process, when the video is premiering, so they get a chance to check it out and vibe with it. And, as of this year, 2025, I've been able to create, those songs, personalizing, my subject / muse of that episode. Dolores01 in the building. What's going on, Dolores? Dolores in the house. Hey.
So shout out and welcome to Nisha Antoinette, and shout out and welcome to Chris Horde PSW. Welcome. How is everyone doing today? We have today's special guest Slim Jim Longfoot here on 5 Questions with the Source, and LGG says, Ace, are your creations one of a kind? Would you sign your work when I purchase it?
Oh, of course. Got to. The creations are definitely one of a kind, and created by myself. I'm saying, obviously, unless there's a character that like Superman. I mean, I ain't seen Superman. I wish I had. Well, he kind of came out before I was born. A couple years before I was born. So, but definitely was signing. You know what I'm saying? Like, awesome. Our most recent book that just came out, Spectacular, that's out right now. Spectacular, which is the story about a young woman who acquires the powers of a goddess. You can get a physical copy of that for $25 and autograph for $35. You know what I'm saying, from us UGI Studios. They're Spectacular right there. Spectacular issue.
Oh snap! Look at that. Nice, very nice. That was awesome. Very cool. Shout out. Welcome in Josh Bucco. Josh Bucco is in the building. Welcome. Let's go. So where we're at, we're in the interview format of the show here. Let's get to know Slim Jim Longfoot a little bit more here. So look at that guy. All right, so let's see here. So now you're in your adult years. You're living in the ATL. Working, you're doing your art, you're getting gigs here and there, you're creating all these different awesome things. You got the YouTube channel too going, lots of things. I think in my notes, I think it's a vlog series. Let's see here, I have it right here. Vlog series, video series. You've got how-to videos, you got product reviews, you got live streams. So many things on your YouTube channel. So I guess, yeah, let's talk about the YouTube channel a little bit. So tell us about, like, it says here that you created in 2011. Doesn't mean you started then.
Mhm.
And then you got like almost 7,500 subscribers. You've got going on 5,000 videos. You got 8 million views. I guess tell us about your YouTube journey and about your channel.
Most definitely, most definitely. Well, as you pointed out, the channel was created back in 2011. It was actually created on accident. It was actually
Oh,
created on accident because I already had a pre-existing channel. My first channel
oh,
was
that's right.
created back in 2006, a year after I discovered YouTube. How I
Hmm.
discovered YouTube was I was on this website called High Five, which was like a social website, kind of like the early days of like Facebook, whatnot. All the different little websites,
Yeah.
social sites they had. And so somebody had put up a link for Michael Jackson commercial that I have not seen since it was on TV,
Wow.
aired on TV back in '84. So it had been 21 years since I seen this commercial, and I clicked on the link and I saw the whole commercial in its full running, and it was on this website called YouTube. And so this was back in 2005, and that's how I discovered YouTube, not knowing that was they was just came out that year as well, but figured they had to because you didn't hear of YouTube before 2005.
Mm-mm.
And so from there I went down a rabbit hole of looking at all the other videos that was being posted on the website, and eventually I created my own channel where I would post here and there because I didn't have no camera. This 2006, so I didn't have no like a video phone or nothing like that, and no, I ain't have a type of camcorder that I could run videos through and all this type of stuff. So I would do little things here and there. Once I did get a phone that could take videos, but how stuff was, the pixelation and all that stuff back then. So I didn't put
Yeah.
put a lot on YouTube because the pixelation was horrible. It was not worth putting
Right.
anything on the channel at the time. And
Right.
so here and there, I would just be on my channel, this, that, and the third. And then 2011, I just so happened to accidentally create my current channel because I had created my Gmail account during that time. I created my
Right.
Gmail account, and therefore the YouTube channel, a new YouTube channel was created from that.
Right.
And I was like, huh. And I was like,
Uh-huh.
and I got tired of going back and forth in between, when I would go to my Gmail and it would automatically have me connected to that new YouTube channel. So I'm like, okay, I just keep this one. And, I have my old one, for whatever. But then I started finding myself on this one a lot more, posting comments. I was a YouTube viewer. I was a YouTube viewer
Yeah.
watching videos, commenting on it,
Yeah.
on this, that, and the third, and finally I was like, what I'm saying, I think I can get a chance to post. I was posting videos here and there very sporadically. Like I probably posted like one video one year. And then in 2018, I was like, I want to do something. I want to finally do something on my YouTube channel because I had been wanting to put art on my channel for a good little minute, but I didn't have a way to post up the creation of my art videos. And so I was like, I want to create a series, based around my art. So I was like, okay, I'm going to create GOAT 1408 TV. And so September 3rd, 2018, 2018, that was the first episode of GOAT 1408 TV, where I was showing the process of me inking a page from the upcoming book Dreamcatcher, which is out right now. Dreamcatcher came out last year in 2024. So on the
Okay.
first episode of GOAT 1408 TV, I was working on a page from this book right here, Dreamcatcher.
Mm.
And the second, I still hadn't mapped out what I was going to do on GOAT 1408 TV, at what it was just going to be all art or just several different videos or whatnot, because I was sporadic on my YouTube channel at the time. And so the second episode, that doesn't matter. I was talking about an app that don't exist anymore. But the third episode, that was when I started doing my time lapse art videos, and that started because Johnny Quest Gaming, my bro, had got me my first iPad, and so from there I was able to use the app called Sketchbook to
Mm.
draw on it and be able to record the process of me drawing. And so from that point forward, from episode 3 and a couple of episodes where I didn't do any art, like episodes 26 and episode 30, where I was talking about, well, one episode I cut my hair on the episode, and the other episode I was talking about being an introverted insomniac. But other than that, all the other episodes have been focused on art, and
Right.
so that's what I've been doing on Goat 1408 TV, from drawing, well-known characters such as Batman, Superman, the Ninja Turtles, Spider-Man, and then of course started working, drawing content creators here on the channel, or here on YouTube, or,
Yep.
or on other social medias, such as Makila J, um, the Miss July 10, who had just went viral during the time I drew her on episode 153, and she's right now currently still the highest rated, the highest viewed episode of Goat 1408 TV, episode 153 of Goat 1408 TV, and just so many other things. And so once I started working on Goat 1408 TV, and then I nearly died. That was after episode 101. I drew a picture of Janet Jackson on episode 101, and then after I nearly died and started doing my daily vlog series, Diabetes and I, that prompted up a whole bunch of other stuff. But before I did Diabetes and I was doing product review videos as well. Like when I was
Right.
trying out this beard care cream from Dollar Tree, that was the first one that I did regarding that, and very popular. I'm mad they ain't got this stuff no more. And plus, everything at Dollar Tree ain't $1 no more. If you know, everything's 125 and above now. Like,
Right.
so
Yep. Oh, shout outs and welcomes. Pretty Heart Conqueror in the building.
Hey,
Oh, we were talking about you a little bit earlier, Pretty Heart Conqueror, talking about your Goat TV episode and everything. So you can see that in the replay. Welcome in Special K 24/7, Special K 247. Welcome. A simple family lifestyle. Welcome in, and memories and must-haves. Welcome to the stream. And Desert Living, take care. Thanks for coming through. All right, so we have our special guest here, Slim Jim Longfoot. We're talking about a lot of things. Talking about him, and talking about his YouTube channel, and we've got our standard format. So earlier in the show, we did word association game. We're in the interview format right now. We got lots more questions to ask. After this format, we'll go into rapid fire with some fun questions, and then we'll do the questions and comments from the audience. The panel, if y'all want to come up on stage, there's some possibility for that. So welcome everybody. Thanks for being here. And so let's see. Next question on the list here. Let's see. Yeah, you got almost 2,100 days straight on that streak. Oh my goodness. You got a question in the chat. Okay. We're gonna ask you about tips and tricks here for YouTube, how to grow and build community. And let's see who asked the question here. Josh Bucco asked, were you scared the first time you started your YouTube channel?
No, because it was just like no. I mean,
No.
It was kind of like like it's. I guess you can say it's something that I've been quote unquote doing. The majority of my life. Like when I was a kid, I used to do like interviews. I had my tape recorder. I used to do
Right.
like interview my toys, as far as like the characters, like we're having an interview with Optimus Prime, like how did you stop Megatron today, or something like that. I was like doing interviews like that as a kid with my tape recorder, and so I guess I always had that
Yep.
je ne sais quoi of
There
like
you go.
just being on whether it be on video or on audio. Like back then that would have been amazing. Like if I was a kid now, I would have had like a whole podcast series of me interviewing my toys at this point.
Yeah. Yes. I love that. Like if y'all didn't see, like go through his shorts on YouTube, and just you could spend a day in there, like going through all his shorts. There's a lot of funny stuff, of course, a lot of art and creativity, but he does a lot of the like creative, like just try to get viral type of shorts too. And but like I like the skits with like Superman and Batman, and so I try to keep up with the storyline. Like once you watch one of them, then you're like, oh, I got to see what happens next. And then you had even shrimp. You had two shrimp going at it in a little short there. And
shrimp in the refrigerator. They about to get towed up tonight. Yeah,
You even did the PPP loan thing back when people were trying to get the PPP money from the government and everything, like all
right.
sorts of skits and funny. And then there was the short where you have the how tall was the sculpture, invisible sculpture that you created?
The invisible sculpture. Hold on. How tall was it?
50 feet or something. I mean, it was just like, dang, I was like impressed by how big that thing was. It was like, dang, man, how did you get that all on camera? It's so crazy.
Exactly. It was like what? Like I don't even know.
Oh my god, you're just so funny and creative. Like I like that. I like I'm a very imaginative person, and I'm playing around with my funny self on YouTube this past year. So,
I mean,
yeah,
it's the best thing that you can do, y'all, because the one thing that I will forever love about, YouTube is everything that YouTube is about is in the name itself. It's about
right.
you. It's
You,
about you.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you are, you know what I'm saying? You present that on YouTube. You don't have to be flashy with, a whole studio setup and whatnot. I mean, if you got it like that, you got it like that. But
right.
if you don't, you don't. And so you're presenting you to the world, whatever it is that you choose to present, you present that. Appreciate you, Pretty Hard to Conquer. You already know how to
Yes,
do the 1408 all day, zero hate. That's the 1408. We make it great, baby. Yeah.
that's right. You
So
already know. Let's go.
get with it.
Oh, welcome in. Steven is in the building. Welcome in, Steven. Welcome, welcome. All right. So continuing on here. So let's see here. So we're talking about your channel. You can expand on any of these. So because you've talked about some of these different features on your channel, you can expand on any that you haven't expanded on. So you got the video series, got the vlog series, you got how-to videos, product reviews, and live streams. You want to expand on any of those areas?
Well, definitely the live streams, because this year I have a limited live stream podcast series called Live in 2025, and so what started that was me getting hit by a dump truck last year back on the 25th of October, 25th, 2024. Yeah, shout outs to myself and Bipolar Bella, my friend, who we survived that crazy experience. And so from that point I was like, okay,
My
I
goodness.
want to make it to 2025. And the day before 2025 I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something this year, and it's gonna be freaking crazy, but I'm gonna see if I can pull it off. And with God's help, I will, because
Yep.
I say with God's help because we don't know what's gonna happen in a 365-day span. We're all sitting by the seat of our pants. Like here we are today is November 29th, 2025. We don't know if we're gonna make it to the last day of this year. That's 1 month, 2 more days to go. That's 30. That's 32 more days to go, y'all. Today is the 333rd day of the year. So
Wow.
we got 32 more days to go until 2025 is over. And so once this year started, I was like, I'm gonna do a live stream every day. And it
Yep.
rhymes with live 2025. So I was like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be live in 2025. And I'm gonna
2025.
be here every day until the last day, and hopefully many, many years to come. But we got to make it through 2025 first, because I know people who made it to this point of the year, like my friend Marsha. Shout out to my friend Marsha. She was so excited for Christmas of 2019,
Mm.
and a week before her birthday, December the 5th of 2019, she was in a car accident and died 9 days after her birthday. And didn't make it to Christmas. She died 4 days before Christmas. So when you sit up and think about we got all these plans of doing this, that, and the third, like, oh, hey, what you gonna do for Christmas? I mean, nothing wrong with knowing what you're gonna do when
Right.
for certain events, like, hey, you got trips planned to go see DM Maui, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case is, like that, you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
But we have to be aware and first and foremost. That's why I like to say manifest greatness, because the last thing you want to do is manifest fear, manifest doubt, manifest, bad vibes into your life. So you want to manifest high vibes like Lala does, because she's a coach of high vibes. So you want to manifest greatness into your life. And so that's why this year I was like, we're going to be live in 2025 every day. We're going to strive in 2025. We're going to survive in 2025. We are going to thrive in 2025. And we're going to be, as of right now, me and the source, at 5:04 p.m. my time. We are live in 2025 yet again here with these 5 questions. You feel me?
Let's go.
And so when it comes to the live stream, being able to interact with y'all, interact with, saying the people who are subscribed to your channel, or people, or new people who are coming in, people you haven't seen before, us getting this energy together, this beautiful energy of greatness together, you know what I'm saying? And great vibes, positivity, you know what I'm saying? Not saying every day gonna be positive, but you can put that in the atmosphere. If you go into the day saying, oh man, this day ain't gonna be and that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be that because you are manifesting that. You
That's
know
right.
what I'm saying? And so if you want your day to be great, you gotta manifest that greatness, man. Because that's beyond good or bad. Like you can have a good day or a bad day, or you can have a great day. You know what I'm saying? There's that option to have a great day over good and bad. You dig? And so when we're here live streaming, our energies are like, me and D aren't in the same time, but we are in the same space. Ain't that crazy? We are not in the same time, but we're in the same space. Because right now is what 104, 105 where you're at right now, D?
12:05 actually.
See
12:05.
12:05. See,
Noon.
12:05. He just here turned noon. He's been here all morning, y'all. He's been rocking with us since the morning. We've been live for over an hour, so it didn't mean he went from morning to afternoon on his side.
Right.
And shoot, the sun is starting to go down on my side, and it's like it ain't it amazing how those worlds converge, and we are right now live. We're not in the same time, but we're in the same space.
Right.
And so when you are here watching this, whether you are here watching this live with us right now, or you're in the replay, way back in the playback, Maybach, you know what I'm saying? You are here in this same space with us, watching these two guys from the year 2025 chop it up, have these 5 questions, have these great conversations about life and love and what made us who we are to get to where we are right now in this time and space. You dig?
That's right. Yep. I dig. Welcome in. Vibing with VC. Vibing with VC in the building. Welcome. Let's talk about some YouTube milestones. Like a lot of times people are celebrating their 1,000 subs and their monetization and different things like that. So what are some of the milestones that you've crossed with your YouTube journey, and how did you celebrate them, and anything you got to share about any of those?
Most definitely. First milestone that I remember celebrating, of course, was when I hit 100 subscribers, and that is definitely a feat in itself, y'all. So I don't know where you are on your channel journey, if you're a content creator here on YouTube, but that first 100 is always going to be something special, because it's like you got 100 people in here. Why on your channel you got 100 people? That's crazy.
100. Yeah.
What
is some of the people that may be at 100 or 200 or 300, like what could you teach them, like, to help them get to that next milestone? Like, what are the basics? What are some of the basics that they might need?
I say with the basics of that is, remember what you did to get to that 100 and multiply it.
Right.
What you did to get to that 100 and multiply it. That same thing that it took to get to 100, you multiply it and you go forward, because there are milestones. When you go through a milestone, it might make you say, okay, I made it to this, and you either gonna quit and just get relaxed and not worry about nothing. That's what happens to so many people who get monetized. When they get monetized, they're like, oh, I don't got monetized, I ain't gotta do nothing. No, once you get monetized, that's the beginning. Internship is over. That's when it's time to put in some work. You know what I'm saying? If you were doing all that for free, then it's time that they're gonna really put in some work, because now you're trying to get them coins. So you know what I'm saying? So you guys to really get to
dollars.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny. Because I'm always over there. We're always over there at Luciana Success System. Shout out, Luciana.
You know it, Queen Champion, man.
It's funny. It's funny though to to hear the because I know she watches your videos, because she talks about them coins and them dollars. I can hear you and her sometimes. I'm like, okay, I heard that made it come from over here. Like
exactly. And that's why like I have met so many amazing people you know what I'm
Okay.
saying, this year alone in 2025 from you
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Luciana
Yeah.
Success, to Lala,
Wait.
to Queen's Alchemy, to Pretty Heart the Conqueror. I met all of y'all just in this year in 2025 alone.
Right.
And
Yep.
so that in itself has just been an amazing,
Amazing
you know
year.
what I'm saying,
A year of
connection of
community.
like-minded people to,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, you know, once you connect, you know, like it's a difference when you got these 5 fingers spread apart. And then when you got them together to ball up a fist, you know what I'm saying? How much more power comes from this,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, as opposed to this, and being together and connected. And
Right.
then those connections spread out, you know what I'm saying? Spread out, hands piling on top of hands, all of everybody, you know, coming up and moving forward together, you know, in this thing. And so when it comes to excuse me, I almost lose my thought. Y'all had to forgive me. I'm a little old.
All right.
So,
You're fine.
but back to, you know, this channel thing. You
Yeah.
know, it's that milestone, the milestone of, you know, coming across so many amazing people, and it starts off with that first 100, and then you
Yep.
multiply that, and you keep on pushing forward on that, and the other milestones that come from the 1,000, then the 2,000,
1,000.
then the 3,000, the monetizations. Whenever that comes, you might become monetized obviously before you hit 1K. You know, you
Right.
might get monetized when you're at 900 or whatever the case is. You know, the in betweens of it all, and the views, getting the views up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
What video may go viral, and so those are all amazing milestones. Angie Styles in the building. What's going on,
Yep.
Angie, an
Welcome.
amazing singer, y'all. Shout out to Angie
Yeah.
Styles, y'all. Amazing
Welcome.
singer.
Welcome.
Shout
Also,
out.
Red's Room TV. Red's Room TV came in. Slim Jim and I were talking about Red's Room and rating earlier. We were having a little chat earlier. Welcome in Red's Room TV.
What up,
Awesome.
Red? That
Yep.
part. And
That
so
part.
when these milestones, man, these milestones are freaking amazing, you know what I'm saying? Because you are acknowledging your growth, you know what I'm saying? When you hit a milestone, you are acknowledging your growth and what it took to get
Yeah.
there, because none of us get to this part by ourselves. Like, you know, it's not a million of me out there, so a million of me can't subscribe to me, a million of me can't watch me. So it's other people who are participating in this. And so when these milestones happen, I like to celebrate them, not for myself, but I like to celebrate them for those who took the time to
Right.
make it happen. You feel me? Those who took the time,
Yep.
like 1,000 subscribers mean that's 1,000 people. 2,000 subscribers means that's 2,000 people. Who are y'all people? Thank y'all. Thank y'all for watching me. Thank y'all for viewing me.
Yep.
I
Yep.
appreciate that,
And you
because
got the
I'm just here doing what I do, and y'all taking the time to come see what I do. And you know, and your influence, your you know, if you suggest things, you know what I'm saying, it most likely will appear on the channel. You know, if you say, hey, do a video, you should do a video about this, such, and the third. You know, the way we bounce ideas off each other, especially during, you know, live streams, or, you know, or just coming across a video that you like the topic of and saying, hey, I like that video. Like, I got a video about, you know, of how you know, how friends and family don't support your channel, you know what I'm saying,
right.
and you know, and the concept behind that, you know, the friends and family that don't support your channel, that's something that, you know, obviously you really shouldn't worry about. If you want to know more about that, go check out
Exactly.
that.
Exactly.
Yeah, so,
Shout out. Welcome to Timmy the Racing Channel. Welcome. Welcome.
yeah,
Timmy. So and then milestones, you are monetized, so you've got all that set up. You got the store, you got the membership, you got the supers and the ads and all the things, right?
yes, sir, yes, sir.
Nice.
It's been a, like I say, it's been a long time coming, in the sense of, you know,
Yep.
like, if I was just doing this just for that, I wouldn't even be doing it right now, because, you know, like I said, I was monetized back in 2021, and I got demonetized.
Mm,
Got a video about that if y'all want to know more about the specifics behind it. But when I was demonetized, you know, at that time I didn't really care, because, you know, this was also during the time my niece had just got shot, and so my concern at that point was, you know, my niece getting better. You know what I'm saying? I could have cared less about monetization at that point, but also at the same time I was like, dang, that's
right.
a little extra coin that I done lost, you know what I'm saying, that could have been doing something at that moment, but at the same time, it was the last thing on my concern because the only thing that I would have been producing at the time is what I was producing, which was my daily vlogs, because I was still doing my daily vlogs every day because the day that she was shot was the early day of day 701 of my daily vlog series.
Wow.
And so, you look at that, that's been over 1,400, almost 1,400 days ago now. And so you sit up and think about, just those little things, but it's like, it wasn't my concern at the time because, like I said, that was my number one priority. And so, once I got back into, okay, it's time for me to get my channel back on track, make sure that, I'm putting up videos, creating videos that isn't going to be detrimental to my channel's health, aka
Right.
getting it demonetized or getting it deleted, and it wasn't that I did a bad thing on YouTube. It was the fact that YouTube, y'all know how YouTube is with their copyrights, and they so quick to daggone strike, and they did all this extra stuff without giving a chance for things to happen. And since I had deleted those videos too soon, and I could have probably alleviated those strikes a lot sooner, because if just pro tip for y'all, if you ever come across that situation, keep your videos about, so that way the links to your videos, you will still have those links, or at least copy and paste those links somewhere so you can have them archived somewhere, somewhere that you can find them. So like if they ask, okay, can you give us the link of the video that you, and dang, I done deleted it, so I ain't got that link no more. So and so then you just gotta daggone sit out your strike sentence until it's over. And then from that point, once you go through the situation of your hours are going down every 365 days, so a video that you posted a year ago yesterday that might have had like 1 million views ain't gonna matter today, you know what I'm saying? And so your hours are steadily dwindling down, so you steadily having to build up hours and hours losing. So so that thing right there. So it was like, you know what? And it's a process though, but I'm here, but I'm living proof, y'all, that the process works if you trust the process. The process works if you trust the process.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. So let's see. I'd like to also ask about my thing is dream life. Also, welcome in Kevin B. Patalia. Welcome, welcome. My thing is dream life. So, like our best life, like what does that look like for you? Are you living it right now, or is there something you would add or change about life to be your dream life?
Let's see. I definitely want to say that I'm not there yet on my dream life. I'm not all the way there on my dream life. My best life would include at least $1 billion right now. And
of course.
When I say that, I say that it's funny to say that, but it's not funny because due to the fact that there are people in this world who are actual billionaires. You know what I'm saying? We know that it is a possibility. We know that it is a reality. But it's not necessarily about being a billionaire. It's about being able to do things that you want to do but can't do at the moment. You know what I'm saying? And so I have to understand that the things that I can do, you know what I'm saying, is really worth more than $1 billion. Like here I am, I'm live right now at 5:17 p.m. with The Source right now. Whoever you are watching this, whether you live in here right now or you're watching this sometime in the future, yo, you are amazing. You are spectacular. You are freaking dope. And you are worth every penny and then some, even though they don't want to make pennies no more in America, but you are still worth every penny and then some. You know what I'm saying? If you watching this right now, you are worth it. And you know what I'm saying? That's worth more money than anybody can never give you, because somebody sees your worth. I see your worth. I might not know who you are right now by name, but those who are in here right now, like I'm gonna slide through the list. Poetic Tears, Cruising on the High Seas and Travels, Kevin B, Timmy, the Racing Channel, A Simple Family Lifestyle, just to name a few. All of y'all are worth it. All of y'all worth it. That's why The Source takes the time to shout y'all out. That's why I take the time to shout out people on my channel, because I appreciate y'all for coming through. Like I say, these channels didn't pop up on their own. Y'all are the numbers. Like when you see The Source number, he has how many people on his channel? He got 2.73K subscribers. Y'all are one of those numbers. Y'all are one of those people. Y'all
Right.
are one of those people, not just a number. Y'all are one of those people
Yeah.
that are
Exactly.
subscribed to his channel. And you know what I'm saying? And he is appreciative of every last one of y'all. That's why he do what he do. He do his source wheel every Sunday. That's why
Yep.
he has these 5 questions, because he is appreciative and he is spreading that love that he got in his heart out to y'all. Same thing that I do. You know what I'm saying? And that is worth more than all the money that you can muster up in the world. When somebody sees your worth, when somebody sees your greatness and sees, hey, I see your greatness. Go manifest more of it. Go manifest more of that greatness. You know what I'm saying? It's beyond billions. Now, like, you know, I would love for us, you know, like I say, if I have $1 billion, hey, let's go. I'll go to Maui right now. Who in the building?
Let's
We got to get on the
go.
plane right now. Go
Right?
to Maui.
Everybody, our whole community comes
Like,
to
come
Maui
on,
with $1 billion.
like
Yes.
something like that. You feel me?
That'd
Like
be
something like
wild.
that. Like just like, hey, what you
That'd
doing
be
right now?
wild.
I'm getting the ticket. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
off the thing like
Yeah.
that. Wait, what? For real? Like, yeah.
Wow.
Mate, about to get the ticket. Let's go. You know, when you
go.
got it like that, you can do it like that.
Dream life, dream life. Let's go. There's a commercial for Dream Life right there. With the $1 billion, everybody comes to Maui. It's like you come to Maui, you come to Maui. You come
Right.
to We'll have a big event, a big mega event for our YouTube community. One day. It's happening.
Exactly.
Go. Poetic Cheers says, let's go. Let's grow.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, welcome
Shout out to
in.
Allah.
Welcome in, cruising in on high season travel. Welcome. All right. What about? Is there anything else? So, is there anything else that you'd like to share? And then we'll go into the rapid fire, and then into the questions and comments. The panel. Is there anything else you would like to share in this moment?
First and foremost, shout outs to my dad. Shout outs to my dad, my hero. You know what I'm saying? He helped get me to the hospital. You know what I'm saying? That day I nearly died. I helped get him to the hospital when he had a situation back in 2023. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? He's been here my whole life. His birthday next month, December 13th. So if anybody wanna shout him out, happy birthday to the Archer, aka
Happy birthday.
Dude. You know, be the big 7-1. You feel me? A shout out to my sister, big sister, YouTube, my only sibling. She prayed for a little brother that she could beat up, and she got one. So she got that. She asked our parents for a little brother, and she got that. Shout outs to my niece Paris. Shout outs to her kids, Dexter, Drew, and Dallas. Shout outs to my bro Johnny Quest Gaming, his daughter once again, whose birthday is today, baby K, and Big 7. And one thing that I want to just elaborate on, shout outs to all of y'all once again who are watching this, who are a part of this, you know what I'm saying, who took the time to be up in here, took the time to comment, who took the time to, you know what I'm saying, just be a part of this experience, whether you hear on the live or you watching in the replay, layback, Maybach. I appreciate all y'all because, you know, if you ain't here, you know what I'm saying, then you know, I ain't gonna say we ain't here because like I tell people all the time on my daily vlogs, that's why I've been every day for almost 2100 days. I'm gonna be here as long as I'm breathing. I'm gonna be here. So if you here, that's what's up. If you ain't here, that's what's up. You feel me? Because I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be here as long as God breathing breath into me. I'm gonna be here.
On day 1692, you got your little cane. You're like, day 7294. Day 1,000,600. Where's my dentures? Who put my hair? Oh, what?
Be looking at the camera. Like, who that?
Who that? What day is it? What day is it, anyways?
It's one of these days.
Oh my goodness gracious. Let's see here. So yeah, we're gonna go into the rapid fire round here. Yoli's cracking up at us or with us. I don't know, but yeah, we're two of the looniest, craziest, awesomest people on the platform. Let's own that. Let's just own that. Let's go.
Own it.
Yay, Timmy! 300 subscribers, Timmy! Yay, congratulations!
Good
Go,
job,
Timmy,
Timmy.
go! Go, Timmy, go! All right. Yeah. All right. Here we go. So rapid fire is a fun round where I'll, ask him personal stuff where he can answer quick. quick, short answers. It's a fun, quick round we do, getting to know him better. So here we go. So you fill in the blank. You are
A cool guy.
a cool guy, wild and crazy guy.
That part. That part. You
There you
wild
go.
and crazy guy.
Wild and crazy guy. Let's see here. How about so Slim Jim Longfoot, like I guess the channel, the brand, or whatnot. So is Slim Jim Longfoot is
A channel that you can enjoy, a channel that you can learn from, a channel that you can like. Come in and subscribe.
let's go. Let's go. Your subscribers are
The GOAT Nation. Citizens of the GOAT Nation. They are amazing. They are dope. They are, you know what I'm saying, blessing me with their presence.
awesome. Awesome. What's another word that describes you?
Crazy.
Who's making the short right now? It's Poetic Tears making a short. No, I'm just playing. I'm always calling her out. Maybe she'll come up and sing with us.
Sing it. Sing it, anime.
You said your friend sings too. Maybe they'll both come up and sing. We get a nice duet in the after show here. Let's go. Next one is, what's one thing that makes you happy?
Life.
Life.
Life is such a crazy thing, and it makes me happy that I'm still in it. It makes me happy that I'm still in it, because there are people who was here yesterday that ain't here today. They
Right.
wanted to be here today, but they ain't here today. You know, there are people who are here today ain't gonna be here tomorrow. So I'm happy that life makes me happy.
Absolutely. Welcome. Double Roses twins in the building. Welcome.
Double roll.
Double Roses.
Hey! Oh, I know
Yes.
the Double Rose twins. Hey!
Hold on. Real quick, Slim Jim. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready? All right, let's do our best impersonation of Double Roses twins. All right, we're the twins on the screen right now. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, here we go. Welcome to our live stream. How's it go? Welcome to our live stream.
How y'all doing?
I forget how it goes, but yeah, everybody support Double Roses twin. They're awesome. Hey, support the right way. Welcome to our live stream. Welcome to our live stream. No, they don't do all that.
Nah, they don't.
Oh man, they're great. Okay, let's keep going. So what about one more? What's another thing that makes you happy?
Another thing that makes me happy, my family.
Well, family.
That's what makes me happy. The family that I still have here to treasure and love on, and make sure that they are good. You know, before I leave this earth, I want to make sure that they are good for the foreseeable future. So that part.
All right. Cats or dogs? Are you cats or dogs person?
I ain't gonna lie, neither. But if I had to choose between the two, I would go with dogs. If I had to choose between the two, I'd go with dogs. Cats are cool. I mean, they got a little bit too much going on for me. It's like they look at you like, hey, where my food at? Like, you got the money?
Right. When you start earning your own living,
I need
making your own way.
Videos so you can.
Yeah, exactly. See, now we're talking. Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Yep. All right, let's go. What about like coffee or tea?
Tea. I'm a tea man. My dad's the coffee man. I'm the tea man.
Okay, there you go. Tea man. How do you like your tea?
How I used to like my tea was sweet.
Right.
And unfortunately, I'm gonna tell y'all, which is the most horrible foreshadowing ever. Back in the day, I used to call my tea, the tea that I used to make, I used to call that thing liquid diabetes.
Oh no, that's manifestation right there.
Right. You
Oh
feel
no.
me? Like,
Oh shoot.
every time like the when the doctor first said, I got diabetes type 2, that was the first thing I thought of. I was like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay,
Uh, let's
right.
see here. All right, so what about like a favorite food of yours?
Ooh, well, let's see. I love me some shrimp. I mean,
Hmm.
I love ribs, pork ribs. I love me
Mm.
some ribs. But
Yeah.
you know what? But if I had to just go with, if I could just eat one thing, probably like every day forever, it will be a chef salad. 'Cause I love making me some chef salad,
Okay.
a nice chef salad with everything in it. From bacon bits to lettuce,
Yeah.
tomatoes, cucumbers. Some sliced ham, turkey in it. You know what I'm saying? Apple cider
Yeah.
vinegar with the mother splashed on it. My Catalina dressing, cause Catalina, I love that Catalina dressing. Some shredded cheese or some Parmesan cheese. You know what I'm saying? Well, I love the works. You know what I'm saying? I would eat a salad like that every day. You know what I'm
Every
saying?
day.
Probably,
Every day.
I don't know. No, probably not
Oh,
all of them works, but still. But I
that
mean, but
sounds good.
if I could fix a salad like that every day, I would. And
I like it.
or a kale mushroom quesadilla. That would be
Oh,
good. I mean, if
kale.
y'all never had one of those, y'all need to make you a kale
Sounds good.
mushroom quesadilla.
Sounds good. All right. All right. Welcome in life's magical journey from your side. Welcome. Welcome.
Life's
Yo,
magical journey.
welcome. Slimbo. He says, Slimbo.
Baby.
Goat Nation. Goat Nation. Let's go. All right. Y'all too funny. Y'all are too funny. Uh, just passing by. All right. Awesome. Thanks for coming through. Next question. Next one is hey. Favorite drink of yours?
Favorite drink? Like, are we talking about like a refreshment drink or
What do you
alcoholic
want?
beverage?
What
Well,
do you want to talk
I
about?
don't really do a lot of alcoholic beverages other
Yeah.
than I like some certain I like some sweet I like sweet wine. I don't have like no brand because I don't really drink like that. But
That box.
as
Box.
far as like my favorite drink, I mean, it would have to be tea. It would have to be tea, and it can't
Okay.
be as sweet no more. So you know what I'm saying. And then I got me some
The
apple lemon
lemon.
water over
Lemon
here.
water.
Yeah,
Yep.
this is
Me
off the
too.
chain. But I like smoothies now. You know what I'm saying. Shout outs to the High Five coach with a smoothie recipe that
Yep.
that I took a liking to earlier this year with
Hmm.
beets, apples, lemon, and ginger in it. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's some good stuff right there.
Perfect.
But
Perfect.
as far as I like juices too. I like orange
Yeah.
juice, cranberry juice,
Yeah.
grape
Yeah.
juice, apple juice. You know, so those are my go tos as far as
Okay.
drinks go. Yes, as
All
far as
right. What about like I know we shouldn't be talking about sugar, but what about favorite dessert? Like
favorite dessert forever and always chocolate chip cookies. Baked,
mm,
baked
yeah,
chocolate chip cookies.
baked chocolate chip cookies.
And don't because hey don't forget y'all, you know what I'm saying, your boy
Yeah,
grew up on the desserts, you know what I'm saying, as far as like
me too.
homemade cakes, you know what I'm saying,
Me too.
chocolate cakes. I love me a chocolate cake. I love red velvet cake.
Yeah.
um Chocolate chip cookies, but chocolate chip cookies, that's my go-to right there. Chocolate chip cookies, that's my go-to.
Yep.
A
Yep.
baked one, you know what I'm saying, not the I don't really too much care for the store, chocolate chip cookies. Chips Ahoy cool, but I don't really care about like
Yeah.
I like baking my chocolate chip cookies. I like,
There you go. There you
you know
go.
what I'm saying?
And there's
Them
healthier ways
them-
to make
them-
them too now. Like speaking
them-
of healthier ways, raw foodage is in the house. So raw foodage could put together a healthy chocolate chip cookie video for us. But yeah, welcome in raw foodage. Thanks for coming through,
What's
stopping by
up?
to show
And
support.
you
Thank you
got the
so
prayers
much.
too.
Raw foodage does like the most beautiful little shorts of like healthy and like these characters, Appleton and Lemontine, and she had like this tomato riding on the tractor and all these fun little characters. It's really great content. Um, memories and must-haves is juicing a wheelbarrow of lemons tonight. Oh my goodness! Wow, wow,
Wow.
wow, wow. That's great. That's great. Next question. How about like traveling? Like, is there a favorite city you've traveled to?
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of traveling, but you just so happen to hit me on a year that I traveled to Florida. My first time going to
That's right.
Florida in
You
3
saw the ocean.
decades, and I went to Clearwater Beach and saw the beach for the first time back in September. Yeah, so I saw
Wow.
the beach for the first time in
Wow.
person
Wow.
back
Wow.
in September. Put my toes in the sand, and you know what I'm saying, got the water sprinkled on me, and I didn't drown and float away in the sea. So yay.
No shark. No, you didn't get eaten by a shark. I can tell you
No
that.
jaws or nothing, you know.
None of it. None
So
of
yeah,
it.
so it was pretty daggone cool, and so I
Nice.
will put that on my highlight as far as places I
Yeah.
traveled.
Okay.
I went to Tennessee back in 2019. That was
Yeah.
the well, 2 times I went to Tennessee in 2019, which was the last time I traveled before this year.
Right.
Went to Famous Days with my bro Johnny Quest Gaming. You can actually see that on one of the lives here from back in the day, where we went to the Famous Days, and man, yeah, the Famous Days is off the chain. Of course, 2 months later, that restaurant closed down, so I was like, dang,
Huh.
that was crazy. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was that, and went on a work trip to Tennessee later on during that summer, and
Nice.
so those two experiences was freaking great. So yeah,
Cool.
and I was a native tourist. I was a native tourist back in September after I went to the beach. So I basically explored my city. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? And
cool.
I got a lot of great footage of that I'll be putting up on the channel soon. But I was a
Good.
native tourist for 3 days in my city back in
Nice.
September, which
That's
was
awesome.
just dope. I love that term because like I think if you haven't been a tourist in your own city, you should definitely try that out just to go to places that you might not have never been before, or you have been to but it has been a minute. Like I went to the King Center. That was my first time going there since the first time I went back in 2016, and so that was a great experience. Shout outs to the King family, and it was just dope. It was just dope.
Love it. Love it.
And let's spam them emojis.
Welcome, Nikki Silver Stacker, and welcome Kyle Vlogs is here as well. Welcome in. All right, keeping on with the rapid fire here. And then shortly here, I'll drop the link. Oh, Candy K all day, member for 4 months. Is that on your side? I mean, she's member with me
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
Awesome.
1408, baby. All day.
Nice.
1408.
Go 1408. Let's go. Candy K all day.
Hey, y'all. Hey,
Let's
y'all.
go all day. And then next question, the rapid fire, because then we're going to go into questions and comments from the audience, bring some of y'all up on the panel on the screen. So I'll drop the link momentarily here. So how about a country in the world that you'd love to visit?
Japan. Yeah,
Ah,
would definitely love to go check out Japan.
okay.
Nigeria. Shout outs to Jimmy King, one of my friends who is and brother in arts, who is part of UGI Studios. He lives in Nigeria. Japan, of course, because I love manga and anime, so I definitely love to go check out just check out the vibes there. One of my coworkers, she actually went to Japan earlier this year, and man, she had so much fun in those pictures. I was like, dang, why she didn't take me? But I was like, man, it looks so freaking fun, man. Like Japan is definitely one of my go-to places I love to go to. Nigeria is another place, country I would love to visit as well. And if I gotta put a third on there, who would I put as a third on there?
All right.
Well, definitely. Well, it's not another country, but definitely Hawaii. I definitely love to see
Yeah.
Hawaii one day.
Right.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yep. For sure. Cool. What about all right, so are you a dancer or play any instruments or anything? No.
Unfortunately, nah, y'all. I dance and play instruments well in my head. Like I can be a. I
Me
can play
too.
I can play a mean air guitar, y'all. Like,
I could hear you singing now. La 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 la.
geez, I like to got her name in every daggone song out there, man. Minnie Riperton, R.I.P. You know what I'm saying?
Na 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 na. Boom boom boom. Ah.
See, we
Yeah,
singing, y'all. We about to get a Grammy tonight, y'all.
we're getting Grammy. We're gonna get a grandmammy. I don't know. That's better than a Grammy? A grandmammy.
That
All
part.
right, that part. Yes. Okay. So what about culture, like favorite music that you like out there? Favorite music genres or
Uh,
anything
well, I
you
consider
listen to?
myself, quite old, so I definitely love what people consider old school now. But then again, I don't know. Some people might consider something from 10 years ago old school now. So I'm like,
Right.
nah. They might be like,
Right.
yeah, I like old school stuff like Drake. Like Drake, what?
That old school. Wow, that's new.
Like, like they would consider Drake old school now. So I'm like,
Right.
nah. I'm talking about like, like let's go with decades. So from 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. That's what I consider. What I'm saying, as far as
Right.
music that I enjoy. I ain't gonna call it old school, but music that I enjoy. Pop, R&B, rock and roll, hip hop. A little bit of country here and there. What I'm saying, jazz.
Okay.
So that those are the musics that I enjoy. What I'm saying, some little bit of everything. What I'm saying, if it sound good, I'm gonna rock with it. What I'm saying, and even
Yeah.
if it's something new, if it sound good, I'm gonna rock with it.
Right. Right.
If
Me
it
too. Me
sounds
too.
like
Yeah.
if it sounds like somebody is digging a nail into my ear, then I'm not gonna rock with it.
Yep. 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 Welcome in Jonah Sales 99. Jonah Sales 99. I had a transportation company back in Ohio, and I still remember Drake's concert. And then, of course, I had to drive the little ladies out to see Drake after the concert, and I had to bring her back home. So I always remember those. I also drove Craig Robinson, the comedian. I drove Craig
Hey,
Robinson and his brother to and from their gig in Ohio there. So that was a couple of my driving celebrity experiences.
that's
Let's
awesome.
see here. Yep, yep. And then, so the next question on here, and I dropped the link in the chat if y'all want to come up on stage. Next question is, how about like favorite TV shows or movies or anything?
Let's see. One of my all-time favorite shows, growing up, Married with Children. Love the Bundys growing up.
Oh yeah,
Let's
yeah.
see. As far as favorite shows, of course, Stranger Things. I've been watching that since it
Right.
first came out, and of course, the new season just dropped. First 4 episodes of the final season just dropped the other day. So I was watching some of that. If y'all saw me on YouTube earlier when I was doing my live stream, I was watching some of those episodes earlier. Another shows as far as movies go. Me being a comic book fan, a comic book creator, the MCU movies. I like the MCU movies, the DC movies. Well, not too well. No, the Superman movie came out this year was good. That was good. The Fantastic Four movie that came out was good. The classic DC movies. The Christopher Reeve Superman movies that came out in the 70s and 80s was good. The first three Batman movies was good. Batman and Robin not so much, but yeah, that was good. Blade, Blade, Wesley Snipes, Blade, back in '98, that was great. Some action packed movies. Lethal Weapon, grew up on the Lethal Weapon series. Loved Lethal Weapon growing up. Mad Max.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan movies, what I'm saying? Bruce Lee, shout out to Bruce Lee. His birthday
Right.
was just the other day, 85, born 85 years ago, y'all. Bruce Lee.
Wow.
The Last Dragon, what I'm saying? That was a great movie. Loved comedy movies growing up, like Bruce Willis, of course, Die Hard movies, Blind Date that he was in with Kim Basinger. A lot of movies that I loved growing up or like as an adult, the Lord of the Ring movies, the Harry Potter movies. Yeah, those are some good movies, man. Good movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Oh yeah, yeah. If y'all want to come up on the screen from Slim Jim Longfoot's chat, if you're watching over there at Slim Jim Longfoot, I've been dropping the link over here in my chat. So if you would like to come up on stage and connect with Slim Jim, questions, comments, if you've been tuned in, I've been dropping the link in my chat here, but I could try to go over to his chat and
I'm,
drop it over there as well.
I'm
But
gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it right now over
oh,
there.
you got it. Okay,
Yep, yep.
great. So this is a part of the show where if you have any questions or comments for Slim Jim Longfoot, you could drop them in the chat yourself, or you could come up on stage if we've gotten to know you. We got a spot for you up here. I see Rudy is the first one in the back room, as per always. Do you know Rudy, Slim Jim?
Rudy. Say that again, Rudy. Which one?
Do you know Rudy Iraheta?
I think I seen Rudy before. Let me go come back over there and check real quick. Make sure it's the same Rudy I'm talking about.
He's our brother with autism, and he really likes numbers, and he wants us to count to 100 sometimes, and he asks us to say different numbers. And if he's been on your channel, you would know about him for sure. He's a presence. But
Rudy Holla. Yeah, Rudy. Yeah,
Rudy.
Yeah.
So, are you ready for a couple minutes of Rudy?
Yes, come on, Rudy.
All right, Rudy. All right, so Rudy, make sure you turn down any background noise, and make sure you have questions or comments for Slim Jim Longfoot here, Rudy. And here we go. He did mention Punky Brewster in this video, this live stream, Rudy. So here's your opportunity. All right, Rudy. Rudy, I was going to say Rudy Longfoot. No, not Rudy Longfoot. All right, Rudy Iraheta, everybody.
Rudy, what's happening, man?
The plane. Hello, how you doing? How was Thanksgiving? Gobble, 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 gobble.
What's happening, Rudy? How you doing today, man?
Yeah, my Thanksgiving was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah, I did like the turkey and the.
Yeah.
I wonder what type of whipped cream does Punky Brewster like, sweet or crema? Sour cream.
I'm trying to remember because I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been a good minute since
it's a guess. What type of whipped cream do they like?
Pumpkin. I don't know.
Okay, I would think Punky would do some off the wall and like some sour cream.
Yum.
And do Marines wear like sour cream? What type of sour cream? Be more specific.
Probably like sour cream with sprinkles on it.
I got Pretty Heart Conquers next to come up on the panel here in about a minute here. So, Rudy, you got any questions? Rudy, you got questions or comments for Slim Jim from the show today?
Who is your favorite character from the 100-day challenge I made?
I gotta see that one, Rudy. I ain't gonna lie, I gotta see that one.
Rudy just did a 7-hour live stream where he talked the whole time about his 100-day challenge. Check it out. Check it out, everybody.
Check that out.
Have you ever? Did you see? Are you locked in, or did you? I wanted to say, is the characters locked in? Is the Facts of Life characters locked in?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Chip.
Chip,
Chip. Chip, are you locked in?
And how about your fish and Tattoo and Mr. Rourke are locked in? They say, "Not playing, a plane."
Oh, Tattoo. That's my man. Tattoo. That's my man. Tattoo.
All right, we gotta bring up PHC next. So, Rudy, I'm gonna put you on a little pause here. Thank you for coming through. All right, here comes Pretty Heart Conqueror. Are you ready, Kia? Here we are, Pretty Heart Conqueror.
Pretty Heart the Conqueror in the building. Hey.
There she is.
What up, Pretty? What up, Pretty?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I wanted to come up here to say that Slim is a good content creator. He really is.
Great.
Y'all need to come to his channel because he's a real good content creator. Because he's really good with art, and he is a very positive person.
Yeah. 100.
Very good.
Lala's in the back room now, ready to come up as well. So let's get Lala up here. Welcome in, Andy Mon TV3. Let's get Lala up on the stage here. Here we go. Lala, high vibe everything.
La 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 la. Hey.
Go Nation in the building. Go Nation in the building. Ooh.
Hey, Lala.
Hey, Pretty Hard. All the 1408 over here.
What up? What up?
Take
Yo,
it
yo.
there. Take it there.
What's the smoothie of the day?
Manifesting greatness with Slim Jim, the long foot. Yeah.
Yo, them toes.
Oh,
I had the same idea.
Simpatico, simpatico.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that water.
Oh. Oh my goodness gracious.
twinsies. Okay.
Anybody got any questions or comments for the brothers today?
She got that water ready. She got it ready.
Water. Got that water.
That water.
Water.
Y'all got some questions? Y'all got some questions for me?
Great interview.
Thank you.
Great interview.
Yeah, he's doing great. He's doing awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. What's the next project?
What is the next project?
I had one question.
Yes, ma'am. Ready?
Where do you see Golden Nation 5 years from now?
There you go.
That is an awesome question. As a matter of fact, I think I answered something like that the other day. Because I don't do the 5-year thing. I don't do it because I say like, yeah, I want to see things from 5 years from now, but I gotta make it through 2025 first. You know what I'm saying? Then I gotta make it through 26, then 27, 28, 29, 30. But you know what though, if I had to guesstimate, if I had to, if I gotta put my mind out there in the future, I want to see it amazing. I want to see GOAT Nation be so much more than it is right now. And not saying that it ain't enough right now, because it is where it needs to be right now. But in 5 more years, I want to see it expanded on a level of greatness that I can't even comprehend, because of not only what I put into it, but what everybody else put into themselves. Because once again, y'all are the citizens of GOAT Nation. If you are subscribed to me, you are a citizen of the GOAT Nation. And I want to see everything about you be great. I want to see everything that you are elevating in your life to be amazing. And so in 5 years, I want to see you pretty elevated to the point where you can't even fathom where you are at. Same with Lala, same with the Source. I want to see all of us over 10K in the next 5 years. In 5 years, we should be over 20K, to be honest.
Yeah.
We should be over 20K in the next 5 years. And you know what I'm saying, continuing to spread this message of love, this man, clock it. You clock it. You know what I'm saying? We are supposed to be freaking beyond the spectrum of greatness that we can possibly comprehend. And Lala, to answer your question, I am currently working on a book by a Shinobi who is tracking down traffickers. I will specify more about that soon, but I am on the very last page of that book. I've been slacking on that last page the past couple of days, but I'm about to get back on it now that I got this little bit of work that I had to do out of the way, the traveling that I did, for the holidays, going back and forth with family. And now I got this last page that I'm going to be working on, so it's going to be done before this week is up. Shout outs to the writer of the book whose birthday was last weekend, and she got engaged on her birthday. So shout outs to her, the writer of the book. So yeah, that part. And so yeah, I can't wait to, for y'all to see this book, finished up on this book. And then after that, I'm going to be working on some other projects such as Jelly Bean Dream issue number 2. I'm going to be ready to get that out, as well as some other things for UGI Studios. So that's what I got lined up as far as my next projects go.
All right. Real quick. Welcome in Robert Carter is in the building, and welcome in Chris with 2 S's. It's her day today. Everybody support Chris with 2 S's. And then we got Kyle Vlogs in the back room. We got to get Kyle up on here, but then also Lala has a question for you. But let's get Kyle up on stage, and then Lala, what was the question you had for Slim Jim?
Oh, he answered my question quite.
He did quite well. Awesome.
Yeah.
Welcome up here, Kyle Vlogs, everybody. What up?
Hey.
Kyle.
Hold on, let me turn my volume up. I can barely hear y'all.
All right. And then in about 5 minutes or so, we'll be looking to raid somebody's channel. Whoever's live right now, we're going to look. Yeah, raid's a good thing, though. It's not like get your spray out or anything, and we're not doing anything like that.
How's everybody doing today?
Great.
Doing
How are you?
good, Cal.
Big balls.
You
Doing
got any
good.
questions or comments for Slim Jim Longfoot, Kyle?
I just came back in here.
I'm good.
I had to
No
pause
worries.
my movie. I was watching a Christmas movie.
Oh, okay. Nice, nice. Very cool.
How long have you been on YouTube for?
I have been on YouTube. The first time I discovered YouTube was 2 decades ago, and my first channel was made back in 2006, and this channel that I'm on was made back in 2011, and I've been consistent on the channel since 2018.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. He's a goat. He's the goat. He's got 8 million views, Kyle. 8 million views.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I know,
yeah.
right?
Oh my
I wish I had those type of numbers. That's
telling
crazy.
you.
You gonna
Kyle-
get them, man.
Kyle's
You
about to
gonna
go on a cruise. He's gonna live stream from the cruise before they ship off. So
Yeah, that's
we
gonna
about to
be
get the
awesome.
numbers in. Be like, hey, I'm cruising. I'm cruising.
Yeah.
Why you up the cruise? You did.
so your 8 million views are coming, Kyle. They're on their way. Let's go.
Well, I'm expecting a lot of people and a lot of people from a lot of different communities are really
Yep.
looking forward to the live stream.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I see Kindy K's in the chat. I said,
Yeah. Good. She's
Hey,
here,
all
yep.
day. Candy K all day.
All day.
she's awesome.
We're live or upcoming. Huh.
Yeah,
Live or upcoming.
I wasn't really that much on YouTube today. I just kind of did my
No.
own thing, and I'm just trying to get busy with my own stuff, and everything's crazy lately,
Yeah,
especially when you're
It is
getting ready to
wild.
go on a cruise.
I know. It's a lot. Oh, question from Timmy. Slim Jim Longfoot, I have a question for you. If you had a classic car from the 70s, what would it be?
That's a
Yeah.
good question. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not much of a car aficionado, unlike the rest of my family. Because my dad, he's a car head. You know what I'm saying? He had, what he had. It would take my dad to tell you about all the cars he had in the 70s. But if I had to choose any, I tell you, what probably like I can't remember what year it was. The Challenger that was in the movie Death Proof, that white Challenger that old girl was driving. That was a nice car right there. That was a nice car right there. The Challenger that she was driving, I think that was what was that, like a 72 or 73? I can't remember what year it was, but that was a nice car right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the definitely the muscle cars, and probably the Bullet car too. Steve McQueen's Bullet car, that was a nice car too.
Nice.
I've seen some muscle cars sometimes.
Nice. I'm looking at who's alive right now, so we can get ready to raid here. So here's who is live: Little Red Big Smile, Rising Phoenix,
Rising Phoenix,
Greenland Quilter, Greenland Quilter Katie. I am Lafita. I'm not sure if she's live. We'll have to go check. Blessed Life Journey, Real Outdoor Living. So those are some of the choices. So what do you guys think? Anybody in the chat, let us know. And then on stage, you guys have any preferences?
Those some good choices.
Yeah. What do y'all think?
All right, so name them one more time for me. So I can
Little Red Big Smile is over in England. Rising Phoenix. It's probably her or Lafita or something. I am Lafita. Greenland Quilter Katie, Blessed Life Journey, Real Outdoor Living. Those are the choices.
Yeah, we about to
Rising
slide.
Phoenix. Rising. All right, let's do Rising. She's always awesome. All right, Rising Phoenix. She's been on 5 Questions with the Source. She's been a guest on here. I think she said she has 4,500 subscribers now, so her channel's grown.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's almost at 4K. She's at 3.92K subscribers.
Oh, 3.9? Okay, 3.9. She's going to 4K soon. Okay, so what we do is, first off, great job, Slim Jim Longfoot. Woo! I'm gonna unmute Rudy for this closeout part. So thank you so much, Slim Jim Longfoot, for coming on the show. He's spinning around. Look at him. Thank you so much for coming on the show. You did a great job.
All right.
Thing. Yeah, Rudy's a yeah. All right, I'm gonna get ready to set up for Rising Phoenix raid. So for raids, what we do is we all like when this live ends. If you're in my live stream here, it will automatically take you to the next live stream. You might have to click a button on the screen that says "click this button to go to the next live stream," but it'll take you to Rising Phoenix's live stream. And then we all say Source Raid or Source and Slim Jim Raid or something. And then we all just love up the content creator and we all, connect in with her community and minimum 5 minutes, hang in there minimum 5 minutes, and we just have a good time. That's it. All right. So thanks everybody for coming through today. Great show. Yes. Thank you everybody. Epic interview.
Have a great night. I'm gonna get back to my movie.
All over there.